How's it going, guys? It's your boy Kamon. Today I'm gonna bring you guys an updated version of my Speedroid deck, and man, oh man, I was kind of back and forth of how I wanted to kind of build this because the hit to like Baron really like made me think and like ponder for this deck. So we may have lost Baron, but as you guys know, lost Baron, but we gained the third Terra Top. So with this build, it's gonna be pretty much a Terra Top dot deck, if that makes sense. So like the main goal is to get to Terra Top, because Terra Top is the best monster you want to see in your opening hand. And believe it or not, Terra Top is a one card Blazar combo, which I will show you guys at the end of this video. Very easy, very easy. Let's get right into it. I'm showing you guys main deck and extra deck. No side, because I might take this to locals maybe. If you guys want to see this locals, let me know. I'll do some like duels and stuff. But yeah, starting off with the monsters, obviously. The 3 Terra Top. I know I'm lacking only 1 ulti, but I will get the other ultis pretty soon. But yeah, 3 Terra Top. This is the heart and soul of the deck. This is the best card ever printed in this deck for its archetype. We know what it does. Control no monsters. Summon this card from your hand for free. On summon, search for any Speedroid monster from your deck, add it to your hand besides himself. So having this card back at 3 is fantastic. I'm so glad it's back. You were missed, buddy. You were missed. I remember when this card was at 3 when it first came out, but the like deck sucked because like it was like 3 of these, and like we didn't have all of the support that we have now, if that makes sense. But yeah, 3 Terra Top, wouldn't play anymore. Well, I'd play 5 if I could, but yeah, 3 of those. And then for the partner in crime, 3 Tekatomborg. I know Tekatomborg actually does belong to this deck, believe it or not. So these are the only 3 of those that I am playing 3 and 3. This gets you any tuner that you do want / need, so that's pretty good. And yeah, if you control a wind monster, summon this card from your hand to fill for free, then you contribute this card and then special summon one Speedroid tuner monster from your deck straight to the field. Which, if you do tribute this card, then you are wind locked. But again, we don't care about being wind locked in this deck because everything is wind in the main deck and the extra deck, so does not really matter at all. So these 3 for sure going to stay in here at all times. So yeah, for those 6. Next, for 2-ubs, I'm actually only running 2 2-ubs, which is the 2 Daiko Duke. I think this card is definitely mandatory at 2, not 3 or 1. 2 is just fine. This is part of your main combos if you can get to this card, obviously, which you can easily because again, once you see Terra Top, you see everything else in here too, believe it or not. So, because again, search out everything that you need. But yeah, 2 Daiko Duke. It's a tuner. It's level 3. So yeah, just 3 of these. This brings back your tuner monsters from your hand or graveyard back to your field. So yeah, 2 of those is definitely needed. Now everything else is just 1-ubs now. We are playing 1 card Turbo, 1 Ultra Hound, 1 double Yo-Yo, 1 Marble Machine, 1 Piper, and then the 1 Red-Eye Dice to round off the Speedroid monsters. I know what you're all thinking, like, yo, why are you playing these cards at just 1, especially Card Turbo? I think Card Turbo could be played at just 1. In my opinion, this build is more of a different build of what I am running in the main deck, so before you comment, just understand where I'm coming from with this, with other stuff that I am playing. But yeah, I think these are definitely good 1-ubs, and the reason why I'm still playing Marble Sheen, because this is Terra Top at home, but this is part of the combo to get into your Blazar for free. So yeah, and then obviously, I think you only really need 1 Red-Eye Dice, even if you do draw this, special summon this card out, normal summon this effect still goes off. So yeah, that is it for the 1-ubs, that is it for the Speedroid monsters. I think it's pretty good, in my opinion. Very straightforward, but I know you enthusiasts do want to run Card Turbo at 2. If you want to, go ahead, bro. I don't really mind if you want. I mean, me personally, this is definitely either a 2-of or a 1-of. Me, for my play style specifically, I like running this card at just 1, because again, you want to just see your Terra Top, and you'll see him no matter what. And even if Turbo is in the graveyard, it has that grave effect. And yeah, Ultra Hound is definitely a 1-of, in my opinion. I don't think you need more than just 1. Before it was like a 3-of, but now it's definitely just a 1-of for sure. Oh yeah, that is it for those. Now for other monsters that can kind of help with this deck, I'm actually still rocking the 3 Wind, the Wind Chandler. You mainly play this card because again, you want to get into your Terra Top. Getting into your Terra Top is the most important card because again, this is a 1 card everything in your entire deck. So playing cards that I can get into is crazy. All you need to do is discard this card plus 1 Wind monster. Don't even got to hit graveyard. So even under Shifter, this card is live, right? This card, this another card, add one monster for 1500 or less defense. So boom, add Terratop, and then you're good to go from there. So again, this is get to Terratop.deck. When you get to Terratop, you're good to go from there. Because again, you don't wish a normal summon from there. You get 2 normal summons. It's crazy. So yeah, 3 the Wind Chandler. Now for the hand traps, we are playing a lot of hand traps. So we are actually rocking 3 Ash Blossom. I'm rocking 3 Ghost Mourner. I'm rocking 3 Ghost Ogre, and then I am rocking the 3 Imperm. I decided to actually take out the Kashtira build and go for more of a hand trap focused build, because again, having all these hand traps combined with just having Terratop, you're pretty much going to win the game against a lot of decks. You know what I mean? A lot of decks can only handle maybe 2, but imagine having just 3 hand traps in your hand. You know what I mean? Plus first turn best card starter, if that makes any sense. So yeah, as much as I do like the Kashtira build with Unicorn, for more to say, that build is better if you are running Baron. Obviously Baron is banned, so therefore I'm not going to be running that build in here. I think the build is really sick and whatnot, running like the whole Fenrir's and running the whole Unicorns. That build's cool, but again, without Baron, because that build was so free, you would go special summon out Unicorn, right? Then you could go like special out Terratop effects. Oh, sorry, Tekatomborg effect. Get card turbo, circle summon those 2 into Baron. Then with the Unicorn, obviously you search the first turn, activate birth, bring back Unicorn. You know what I mean? But again, we're not running Baron, and there's no real good level 10s, let alone any wind level 10s that we can run. So I don't think you should be running the Kashtira build. I mean, if you want to run Unicorn still, go ahead, because Unicorn is still a very good card, of course. But me, I wanted to kind of focus more on the hand trap aspect and the get to Terratop aspect. So yeah, 3 of these, and then just all the hand traps in the world. If I wasn't playing this card, I would be running Effect Veiler 2, but yeah, that's it for the main deck, or the monsters, sorry. Now for the spell cards, as you guys see in the thumbnail, if you guys can see it, we are rocking 3 Speedroid Scratch, and then 3 Speedroid Wheel, on top of 3 Speed Recovery. I wish this was Speedroid Recovery, but it feels bad. So yeah, Scratch made it back in the deck, bro. So the reason why most people didn't play Scratch is because Droll was running around everywhere, right? Obviously, we are in a format where Droll is not really seen as often, let alone ever. You know what I mean? If you do see it, it's more in the side deck. So, because think about it, like, you only really play Droll for, like, Snake Eye and stuff like that. But even now, Snake Eye doesn't lose to like Droll anymore. You know what I mean? We have Tenpai Dragon, which plays around Droll. Voice's Voice only needs, like, 1 search, I believe. I don't really understand that deck too much about how it searches, but yeah, like, Droll is not relevant in this meta currently. Droll and Nib. So you don't really got to worry about both of those first game. Maybe on the game 2 or 3, sure, because people actually do side them still. But during game 1, you don't got to worry about Droll at all. So because we don't got to worry about Droll, I think Speedroid Scratch can actually see itself back in a Speedroid deck again. Because again, this is just discard 1 Speedroid card, and then search for a Speedroid monster. So again, this is a Terratop deck. You have 6. You have 9 ways to get to Terratop. Because again, once you get to Terratop, your turn is good to go, and you have everything you need. Terratop is a 1 card, anything you want. Like, it's not just Blazar, but it's anything. So yeah, that's why I'm running these 3. And Speed Recovery, because this is not once per turn Monster Reborn, and this card is really good, obviously. And the Banish effect too is really good too. So yeah, just 3 of these. And again, I wish this was Speedroid Recovery. This would have been broken. Busted. So yeah, that's it for those. And then the last cards is obviously 1 Call by the Grave, and then the 1 Speedroid Duplicate. 9 out of 10 when I actually do have the Blazar on the field. I do just search for this card because it is searchable with your Cork Shooter, if that makes sense. So you can get this card for free if need be. So yeah, that's it for those, and that's it for the main deck. That is a solid 40 cards. I like it so far. I do like this hand trap variant, but if you do not like it, if you were more into the Kashtira build, you can still play that build if you want to. But me, I'm just trying out new things. That's why I like this channel, because we can try out new things. So yeah, let's go on to the extra deck really quick, shall we? Which, again, this is the Blazar build, so you can summon out Blazar for free with just one card. So, for the links, only playing one, which is the one rubber band shooter. Again, Blazar build, I think you only need this card at just one. If you want to play this card at two, you can, because you'll feel more safer. But in my opinion, like, this is not the like choke point to like hit anymore. Well, it kind of is, but it isn't at the same time, because like this can kind of bait out Ash Blossom and whatnot. But it's like usually nowadays when someone sees a Terratop, they'll probably imperm this, they'll probably Effect Veiler, they'll probably Ghostmourne or Ghost Ogre this. So like this is one of the cards that you do want to actually hit over this card, in my opinion. But even if they do hit this card, it does not really matter, in my opinion, because yeah, as long as you get the effect off, you're good to go. So yeah, one of those, and that's it for the links. Now everything else is just simple for the threes. We are rocking the one Metal Marcher, which is really good, and then obviously the one Cork Shooter. It does feel weird to play this card at just one, in my opinion, but at the same time, this is this. You know what I mean? These two can kind of help out each other. This is just this, but at home, if that makes sense. But again, this is part of the Blazar combo. You know what I mean? But if you want to run this, because this can kind of do what this does too, you still can, no problem. But I'm just trying out these two to see how I do like them. But I may go back to running double Cork Shooter. It all depends. But yeah, as for the fours, obviously it's the one puzzle, because this is part of the combo. And end phase effect, you do get back your Terratop back to your hand during the end phase. So yeah, pretty good card. So yeah, one of those. For the fives, obviously I'm rocking the one Hagoita, and then I am rocking the one Cham Barber Rider. You never really summon this, but this is for a OTK if you do want to summon this out. But 9 times out of 10, you will banish this card off of your rubber band shooter if you need to. So yeah, on low fives you will banish it off with these two, but you never banish out the Hagoita, because the card is actually really good. So yeah, two of those. Now for the sixes, obviously just for one six, which is the Stardust Charge Warrior. It's in here because you summon it and then you do draw a card. So that's why this card is in here, and it's a wind. And yeah, having extra cards to actually draw is actually really good. It does suck because, again, very unfortunate because we do not have Baron anymore, so can't use that combo anymore to summon out Baron and summon out that card and then summon out the Piper for free. You know what I mean? But yeah, now for the sevens, obviously rocking two, which is the Clear Wing Fast Dragon, which is really good, and then obviously the Clear Wing Synchro Dragon. This deck is made for this card right here, so I am going to always rock these cards if I can. And yeah, Clear Wing's actually really good. It's actually really good. This card stops Princess for free. You go summon out Prince, you summon this out, they go Princess, you go, okay, effect, negate and destroy, and then I gain that attack. Because again, it has two effects. When level 5 or higher monster does activate its effects, you can negate it, and then I gain its attack. Negate, destroy, gain an attack. And then when a level 5 or higher monster is just targeted by a opponent's card effect, again, negate and destroy, and if the monster, gain the attack. Like, this card is really good. This card does stop SP also, so it's really good. So I do like this card in here. It is pretty good versus the Flamebird too. So when Flamebird wants to kind of put his effects to where he can like play something, you can go Clear Wing, stop that, and then this will be at 55. So this will be 5,500 attack after that. So yeah, two of those. For the eights, one Kite Drake. This card's busted. You blow up the entire field or banish the entire field. Two of those, and then one of those. Sorry, and then two Crystal Wing, because for some combos that you do have for some hands, you can still actually end on two Crystal Wings for free very easily. It's not hard at all. So yeah, just these threes for the level 8s if you can run those. For the 9s, one Shin, just level 9 Shin, pretty good. For the other 10, we're still rocking the Crystal Clear Wing Synchro Dragon, because this is kind of Baron at home-ish, but more for us, if that makes sense. And if this card does die, we do search for a wind monster. So yeah, this card's sick. And then obviously the one Blazar Dragon, because this is how we kind of win games half the time. Summon out Blazar with a bunch of hand traps, and then we're good to go from there, if that makes sense. But yeah, but anyway, that's it for the main deck. And it's the extra deck. That's 15 cards in total, 40 in the main deck. Now let's go into the combo. BRB. All right, now for the combo. It's very easy. All you literally need is just one Terra Top. And yes, before you ask if your opponent has an Ash Blossom or a Nib, sure, you'll lose to that if that's what you want to hear. But it's like, you got to keep in mind, this is just me showing you what the combo is. Now, if you want to play around that stuff, obviously for the side deck, you could side Cross-Out Designator and what's it called, Towns and whatnot. But for this combo, I'm just showing you how it's done. So for those who do like this deck, you'll understand, like, okay, I could do this and that. So all you need is just Terra Top. And again, you can kind of get into Terra Top in many ways when it comes to like Win the Wind Chandler. You can use your Speedroid Scratch. You can use your wheel. Just any way you want, including this card too. As long as you see Terra Top, it's a full... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All that anyway, it's the full combo. Anyway, let's go right to it. So I'm going to start off with something out. Terra Top effect, we're going to go search out. Not take a Tomborg, but we are going to go search out Terra Top at home, which is the Marble Machine. Now, no Marble Machine, the Marble Machine effect, we're going to search out take a Tomborg here. Now, with that, special summon out, take a Tomborg. Now we're going to tribute take a Tomborg. And then we will summon out our Den Daiko Duke. Very important that it's Den Daiko Duke, because we need this card, obviously. Put it right here so you guys can see. Be a lot easier. So now, with these two, we're going to link them away. And then you will go into your Rubber Band Shooter. Rubber Band Shooter effect, you will have to banish your Chamber Rider. No big deal if you do banish it. And you do want to actually get these two. So it has to be double Yo-Yo and it has to be Red Eye Dice. Red Eye Dice has to hit the graveyard and you got to add the Yo-Yo to your hand. But it's no big deal if it's vice versa, because you can still do the combo no matter what. But anyways, we have this. Now we're going to have additional normal summon, because again, we never normal summon. So normal summon this card right here. Use effect. We're going to bring out Red Eye Dice. And then we are going to synchro summon these two together. And then we will summon out your Hagoita right here. And now, with the Den Daiko Duke, you're going to banish it to bring out your Red Eye Dice. Dice effect, you're going to target your Hagoita, and you're going to make this card a level 2. Now with those two, synchro summon these two together. And then you will summon out your Metal Marcher. Metal Marcher effect, you will bring out your Red Eye Dice. And now since you have a tuner on the field, you can bring back your Hagoita for free. And now with these two, synchro summon both of these. And then you will go into your puzzle. And now with a 5 and a 4 and a 3, synchro summon all of them. And that makes 12. And that makes a Blazar. And mind you, this is all off of one card, which is your Terra Top right here. And then in phase, your puzzle effect will go off, and you can add the Terra Top back from your graveyard to your hand. So then, and then it's pretty cool, because like if you have even more extensions or like even more cards, you can possibly do even more things. You know what I mean? So yeah. But anyways, hope you guys did enjoy that. Make sure you do like, comment, subscribe, share the video. I'll see you guys next time, man. Have an awesome one. Peace.